Huge exhale. I'm transitioning because transition is your portal, and this actually saves me time in getting alignment of what I had to do today and being organized for the day. And this morning I've been processing a lot since like 4 a.m. and that's why my eyes are so watery and like puffy. It's because I cried my eyes out this morning for the person that I was, for the person I'm becoming, for this new stage in my life. So there's always a backstory behind my backstory because I'm a Taoist, and things always have more meaning than it is, even though I put on the surface that things are okay or just like light things, but it's so much deeper, and I always search for deeper meaning. Sometimes I gotta stop that though, because there's gotta be lightheartedness in it. If it's like deep all the time, it's so overwhelming, and we're not supposed to take life so seriously. And if your nose is smaller, that just means playfulness is very important in part of your makeup, how you do life, and your power. Life has to be fun for you. If it's not, it is overwhelming and stressful, and you'll freeze. So I met up with a friend yesterday because she's doing a Mary Kay contest in which like she wants to give you a new look, and you can choose like between like 5 or 6 different looks, and there's like a name to each of them in a certain aspect. And she asked me which one I was drawn to. I told her Island Breeze, and that's because the ocean is a place of sanctuary for me. It's my happy place. The beach is my happy place. And I live in Denver. And I want to be flowing again, that carelessness, that freeness, that naturalness, that radiance, and like that lightness. You know, I don't want to be like heavy makeup or anything. That's not the stage in my life anymore. And it has to be fast and easy because I'm a mom. Like I barely have time to like shower a day. And sometimes I go like 3 days without showering. Just a true confession. Because one day blends into the next. And as we were doing it and we talked, I told her how this was like my hardest year ever, and I realized that there was points of this year that I really wanted to give up. Yeah. And then as we finished up, another person was coming up for the same look, and we're all in the same networking group. It's called Polka Dot Powerhouse. And Susan came and she's like, how are you doing? And she's known me for like 8 years now, and she used to clean my house when I first had Bella, so she's seen Bella grow up, and she's amazed at how much like Bella's matured. And I told Susan that this has been my hardest year, and that it was the first time in my life I lost my will to live. And through my healing with the Crohn's, because it took me down this year. Not a lot of people know how severe it was, but I couldn't be around my daughter because of my condition being contagious afterwards with pink eye and shingles, and then just being so weak. And then her dad at the same time got evicted, and so he couldn't even take her to school because of his job. She was roaming for a month with friends that I had made with her school. They were taking care of her. We don't even worry about it. They were her classmates, and so those mommies took care of her. So she was roaming for a whole month, like being homeless essentially, not knowing when she was going to see her parents again. And so that's just a slight tsunami of it, the lighthearted surface of it. And partially because I was contagious, I had to be by myself. I was so weak. Sometimes I just laid in front of the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom so much because of the Crohn situation. And I really did. I was like, God, maybe like I should just give up. I don't want to suffer anymore. Other people are suffering because of me. They have to take care of me, and they're worried and such. And I was like, even ration that. You know what? Maybe it's meant to be like all these things lining up, because I keep thinking about the death, and I keep taking myself to this like death process, which I do many times, and it actually helps me to live again, to like know what's important and how I want to live when I'm better. That's a whole nother story, because remember, I'm a Taoist. There's backstories to every story. And I even rationalized like, well, you know what? My mom gave me this random gift in October when she came to visit. And at that time, like that was like 6 months before, it was the first time that she came to visit me in 4 years where she didn't have to take care of me. We were actually celebrating Isabella's baptism. And so she presents me with this certificate. And it's a certificate to a burial site. She had bought a burial site next to hers so that if we were to die, we would be buried next to each other. I was like, I don't know what to think of this gift, Mom. The thoughtfulness of it, like she loves me so much that she wants to be buried next to me. So I did laugh it off, but I really did feel truly loved by it, because there's a story behind, and there's always a story, right, to everything. My mom and I, where I feel like she was weak and I had to protect her, but in actuality, she's like the strongest person in the world, and I so wanted her approval because I never thought I was good enough for her or that I was too much. Yeah, and so anyways, yeah, so that was a gift that she gave me. And you know what? That gift's like $15,000. Yeah, right? So it's like I already have a burial site for me if I was to die. I have like my trust, all that set up, and a life insurance for Bella. I'm good to go. Maybe I should just go now, you know? But then, I know, it's true, right? I mean, I had these thoughts, these dark, dark thoughts. And so when I was doing the makeover, you know, and then afterwards I told Susan that was the first time I had confessed it to someone. That was the first time I let that go. And I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that I said it, that I said it out loud, because I would never want anyone to know this, you know. Yeah, and so this morning, it's still coming out. And the thing is, these tears of release are for letting go of that person, letting go of that belief, and also a renewal, because this area underneath here in Chinese medicine is where your tears are frozen, your fears are frozen, your worry is frozen. It's called unshed tears. And there are no bad emotions. There are no bad emotions, only stuck emotions. And so it's thawing out. It's thawing out in the time it should, and that is to be released. And so celebrate these for me. Seriously, celebrate them. Yeah. So afterwards, I felt renewed and this glow to me again. And you know what? I still have obstacles. Like right now, I'm shedding tons in my hair. I'm losing so much hair, but it's a shedding year and things are going right. Hair is growing, but I'm gonna chop it all off. Yeah, I've done it many times before, but this time even being more intentional with it for this new phase and for the new things that are growing in. Because you know what? Hair has two energies as well. Everything has two energies. One is an extension of your intuition, and then two is it holds sadness and grief. It holds sadness and grief. So I'm gonna cut all that off. I don't need it anymore. I'm not gonna carry that burden. I'm not gonna carry that weight. I'm not gonna carry that energy, and I'm gonna let whatever grows in, grow in. And this is actually the hardest prescription for a lot of people to take, especially if you are an earth element, because you are stuck. You're stuck. But if you let it go and let new things grow, new things will grow for you. So if you want change, cut your hair. The more, the better. And let the new things grow in and be present to it and see the new stages of it. Everything can change. It can change. And if you don't like that word change, everything can shift. Everything can shift. So, yeah, I'm ready to go onward. And life is a process, and it unfolds accordingly. And you're not supposed to know it all, because then you might not even do it. And the road of 1,000 miles starts with one small step, and there's curves in the road. And you're only when you round the curve can you see the bigger vision, the vastness, the awe, the beauty, the wide open spaces, the freedom, the opportunities, the growth. Yeah, the curves are there for you to really enjoy the journey, making it adventurous, making it memorable, making it worthwhile. So don't do it alone. Have someone else go with you. Yeah, you can go alone. However, it's so much more fun when you go with others, and I would love to be part of your journey. So going to me for face reading is like seeing the roadmap of your potential, and you get to choose the route. No one can tell you your future, but a person who is, I'm like a trading post, and I make this analogy all the time, like a trading post to the Grand Canyon. And the Grand Canyon has many points, right, of entry, and also what season that you're going into and how you want to experience it. So I'll show you the roadmap, and you choose the route that you want to go, the adventure, how you want to experience it. So my mission is to bring peace to your head, heart, and home. And I'm here to serve soulpreneurs flow spaciously and harmoniously with guts. With guts, okay? May you be free, may you find peace, may you have grace and courage.